Okay. Whoop. I do this, don't I? Unless I turn this off. Hang on. Audio. Yep, it is this mic. Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Friday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parrish Construction and Roofing. If you need an orthopedic, go to Brock. You need a roof, call Parrish. Hey, I want to remind you, tomorrow, Saturday, is the game day prep event over at Brock. So, grades 6 through 12, free physicals at Brock on Bluebonnet. Y'all get on by, check them out. Register, brortho.com, brortho.com. Good morning, y'all, from Chicago, where I am reminded, and being here, why we all choose to live in the South. It is like the wind chill here is like 36. It's freezing. It's ridiculous. But final day of the BSM Summit, the Barrett Sports Media Summit. So sessions begin here in about 38 minutes, and I got about a 5-7 minute walk to the theater. So we'll do about maybe 10-15 minutes here and get scooting. So appreciate y'all for being with us. LSU Arkansas, game one of this 3-game series here Friday night. Cade Anderson against Zach Wood. I'll be interested to see a couple things. Number one, Arkansas, number one in the SEC in team batting average, hits, runs, all that stuff. Against Cade Anderson. Cade has pitched twice on short rest this year, and those outings weren't necessarily his best. Remember last week, because the Friday game got rained out, they played a doubleheader on Saturday. So Cade Anderson is on short rest today. First time we saw that was he threw the complete game no-hitter against Oklahoma on short rest against Auburn and lost. So that's one thing worth watching. Also, just look at it this week. Arkansas is a little bit of a different team at home and on the road, and same with LSU. Arkansas 7-5 on the road, 30-3 at home. So, and Arkansas has lost their last 2 road SEC series at Georgia, at Florida. So LSU much better at home than on the road. As a matter of fact, hey, let me find this number, because Hunt had this. Here it is. LSU's in SEC play 10-2 at home, 5-7 on the road. There you go. That's what you need to know. So you have a losing record on the road in conference, you're 10-2 at home. So this is at home, win a home series this weekend, and you effectively lock up a national seed, because next week it's South Carolina, who's awful and lost yesterday 24-2 to Auburn. Yeah. All right, let's say some good mornings here. Thomas, good morning. Bubba, good morning. Tiger Poppy, good morning. Bob Schutler, good morning. Hey, Chance, there's a large body of water there. You could cold plunge polar bears. They do have Lake Michigan right around the bend. Actually, I'm not far from Lake Michigan. So I realized as well, like directly out my window is this, what used to be the Sears Tower. I don't know what it's called now, but I didn't even realize until yesterday. There's a giant building right there. And I was walking by and I looked up. I just kind of looked up. I was like, that's the Sears Tower, whatever they call it now. Formerly Sears Tower. What do they call it now? Willis Tower. That's Willis Tower. I don't know why they changed the name. But anyway, that's directly across the street from me now. Thomas, you hit up Ditka's yet? Nope. Just really, there's just not been a lot of time. So when I landed on Wednesday, I got to the hotel at like 6:40 and had a 7:30 dinner reservation. So like I got to the hotel, dropped bags, freshened up, went to dinner, had a great dinner at Smith and Walensky, like right on the Chicago River. Awesome spot. And then came back to the hotel, went to bed, and then was in sessions yesterday from 9 until 5 And then when the sessions ended at 5, they had the ESPN sponsored the after party from 6 to 8. So it was networking and things like that. So I went to that, although they just had like apps. So I didn't really eat. Came back to the hotel, ate at the restaurant on the lot, came back up to my room, recorded Locked On, went to bed, woke up, recorded another Locked On, just published a piece at LouisianaSports.net. Now I'm doing this, and then I'm going to the session at 9. I'm in session 9 to 1 today, and then I got late checkout at 2. So session ends at 1. I'll come back here, pack up all my stuff, and then just Uber to the airport. So my flight's at 5:45. So just not a lot of time to explore. Sean, good morning. Did not go to – so the Cubs played Wednesday in a day game. So I landed after the game, and then they did not play yesterday. Had they played last night, I probably would have gone to Wrigley. But the White Sox played last night at home, and I wasn't going to go out there. Rex, good morning. Jesse Brown, good morning. Darren, good morning. Would it make sense to pitch backwards this week since Anderson's on short rest? Nope. Because then you have the same issue next week. So no, stay on rotation. Your guys, and I'll tell you this with Anderson, even the Auburn game when he was on short rest, it's not like they hit him hard. And the two things that you notice if someone is on short rest and their mechanics start to fail, the velocity dips and you are and your command goes. And Cade Anderson in that game against Auburn, his velocity, I remember we talked about it, his velocity was he sat 94, 95, touched 97, and I don't think he walked anybody. Hang on, let me see. He walked 1. So he struck out 6 and walked 1. Went 4 1/3. But he gave up 6 runs on 6 hits. It's just they had some good baseball fortune. Remember, you kicked a couple of balls at third. I think Tanner Reeves maybe started at third that game, and you kicked a few. So Christian, how'd your presentation go yesterday? Went really well. Thanks, man. Appreciate you asking. Got a lot of compliments. People were texting Gordy pictures of me on the stage, and then he was sending them to me, laughing at me, saying I was wearing capri pants. Jesse, I have not eaten deep dish pizza. Unfortunately, I've not gotten to sample much of the local fare. Just not been one of those trips where I've gotten out. Like last year when I came to this, it was in New York, and Erica came with me. So when the sessions ended, she and I went and like went to dinner or went to Broadway. And then I think last year Summit was Wednesday, Thursday, and then we stayed an extra day and played a little bit Friday. This is Summit Thursday, Friday. So, and initially I had planned to fly home on Saturday, but I got my flight changed to fly home today. So, all good. Need you back in VR. Dale's enjoying the No Jingle Gate days. Those will end soon. Actually, you know what, though? All right, Seth. Wait, here you go. Go, Thomas. Let's do this thing.
Parish Construction and Roofing. At Parish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parish Construction and Roofing. Parish built. Parish built. Parish built. From your hometown. ParishBuilt.com.
Because I think we missed yesterday. Let's do it again.
Parish Construction and Roofing. At Parish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parish Construction and Roofing. Parish built. Parish built. Parish built. From your hometown. ParishBuilt.com.
That'll do. Hope everybody's doing awesome today. Sean, did Chicago have a party in honor of Pope Leo? No, but there were a lot of There were a lot of jokes on stage made. So there's obviously a heavy Chicago presence at the summit today. So a lot of the Chicago radio folks and media people are here. And what was the one? Like it was something like Chicago got a pope before the Vikings won a Super Bowl, or before the Lions won a. Someone said something like that. It was pretty good. Rex. Yeah, last night's restaurant. I had an app, like a meatball thing in the hotel lobby. Unfortunately, nothing great. Brad, one Nardi, Robert, Chance. Hope the weather holds up for the weekend series. That's the other thing, man. Hey, Dad. Good morning. That's the other thing I haven't checked this morning. I heard it was storming in Baton Rouge. I don't know if it's supposed to stay that way or if it's cleared up for the evening. So keep an eye on that too, unfortunately. Hey, Lowell, good morning. There you go. Nick, good morning. How's Arkansas's pitching compared to A&M? Do you think home field makes that much of a difference? Arkansas's pitching has been better than A&M's. Arkansas is third or fourth in the SEC in staff ERA. A&M had really struggled. Like, that was disappointing a week ago because A&M's pitching hasn't been great this year. Irfan Sayad Gamogan. Is it hard being away from Drew? Yeah, man. I mean, I love seeing my family every day. But I can live in the short term, right? I can understand, like, it's okay. I can be away for 48 hours. But yeah, I'll be happy to see him when I get home. Chicago got a pope before a fourth. Oh, that was it. Someone said Chicago got a pope before they had a 4,000-yard passer. That was it. Weston, what's up? Before the Bears had a 4,000-yard passer, that was it. Hey, Becky, good morning. Patrick, pulling for LSU this weekend. Let's get it. How about the first pope from the U.S.? Read he has Louisiana roots. Oh, I didn't see that. How cold is it in Chi-Town? It is currently 46 degrees and sunny, but we are just a few blocks from Lake Michigan where I am sitting. And so the wind will knock you over. Like yesterday, I mean, you turn a corner and you get in one of these wind tunnels between the buildings. And I mean, like, you legitimately have to, like, brace yourself because it will knock you over. It's awful. Do not come here ever. Okay, last one. Morning, Matt. How long do you think Pulmonary makes it at South Carolina? Look, he inherited a bad situation, not a great roster, and they're taking their lumps. Remember, his first year at LSU was brutal. They missed postseason his first year at LSU. In second year, they were in Omaha. Third year, they won a national championship. So I think the big question in South Carolina for Paul or whoever takes that job is, will you get the investment? Because that is a program that under Ray Tanner won a couple of national titles, but they do not invest in that program in the NIL era the way you need to win. But they still have the expectation of competing at a major level. So that's the weird conundrum. You have this grand expectation, but you're not matching the expectation with investment. And if you don't match the expectation with investment, then how can you have that expectation? Yet they do in South Carolina. And that's a problem for Paul or whoever takes that job. I do not think 18 wins get you a national seed. No, I do not. Morning, Scone. How cold? Yep. When I lived here, it snowed in May. When I lived in South Bend, which is, an hour from here to the east. Joe, they moved me to Germany. Seeing you makes me feel less homesick. Much love to you. Joe, good to see you, man. Thank you for being there. God bless you. Stay safe, man. Glad to have you with us. Go Tigers. Hashtag Team Drew. Thank you, man. All right, y'all, let's get out of here. I got to get over to the session. Starts in 26 minutes. So I got to grab a coffee and walk through these frigid temperatures. Y'all have a great day. Couple things. Remind you, Brock, tomorrow is the game day prep event. Grades 6 through 12, free physicals, all athletes, 6 through 12. Register brortho.com. Remember, a lot of rain. Anyone with a roof issue, give us a shout. Parishbuilt.com, parishbuilt.com, parishbuilt.com. And then Unique Physique. Remember, shopwithmatt.com, shopwithmatt.com. Everything's scrolling here, but shopwithmatt.com. They're doing super, super discounts at Unique Aesthetics before they open. So when they open at the beginning of June, you can use all these, but this is the time where you can get super, super discounts, take care of mom or for yourself. Shopwithmatt.com. They can use my URL. That's how they know you came from me. Shopwithmatt.com. Shopwithmatt.com. Okay, y'all have an awesome day.